Listen, we got the one and only, the legendary Lupe Fiasco. He has dropped a new album called Samurai. First of all, off rip, I do want to say I love the artwork for this album. It's super cool. It's sick. I think it fits, the vibe of Lupe Fiasco. Lupe's last album, Drill Music in Zion, 2022. I thought it was a very dope project. I love Lupe albums because, it's very layered. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to listen multiple times to catch everything he, says, or even to understand what he's, talking about. And while I do enjoy hip hop where it's like a passive listening and it's more of a vibe, you know what I'm saying? I do enjoy layered hip hop, and Lupe Fiasco is that guy. You know what I mean? He has those triple, quadruple entendres that you can't even catch. You won't catch. You won't catch until years later. I still catch shit from Food and Liquor every now and then that I didn't catch from before. You know what I'm saying? So Lupe is, an amazing rapper. I'm excited to hear what he has on this album. Now, I do know it is a concept album. And I believe the concept is hilarious, but it's Amy Winehouse as a battle rapper. Now, I saw a lot of people trying to kill it on Twitter. Like, why would he do that? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, it's fun, like listen to the album first before you even judge it. But I think I did see a video as well on Twitter where it was I think a video of Amy Winehouse actually talking about this concept. I don't know how real the video is, but she was talking about how, if people come for me, I got bars for you, and I will take your head off. So I thought that was funny, Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse, amazing singer. I love her voice. You know what I'm saying? So for Lupe, this is very Lupe. For him to do a concept like this is very Lupe. And I want to dive into it. So it's called Samurai. 8 songs, 30 minutes, perfect. I love the short albums. So let's get into it. We got track number. This is primarily produced by Soundtrack. The whole album. I see Kush Baby is on a couple of the production credits, and there's like a couple others, but primarily produced by Soundtrack. So let's get it. Track number 1, Samurai.
What they say now.
Lupe.
I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Here we go, one time. Really need. Very beautifully, alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully, alliterated.
Love the beat. Talk to me.
Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoken jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really need. Very beautifully, rated. Little battle raps for you.
Love this hook.
Vibe, if you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, first you laugh for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asks for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Welcome everybody out.
I always forget how good Lupe is at his hooks. One of my favorite songs from Food and Liquor is He Say, She Say. But Yeah, this is starting off strong. You know, I'm telling you off rip, I'm not gonna catch everything that Lupe, you know, is talking about, every bar that he's, you know, rapping, but this sounds good. It sounds Lupe. It's exactly what I want from Lupe. You know what I mean? And it looks like this was the single. I think I missed this. I was on vacation, but strong intro. All right, we got track number 2, Mumble Rap. Ooh, this beat is funky. I like it.
Waking up with a song on the heart. To make it clear, I think that we should take it to the start. Walk past an old man laying in the park. He was talking to himself, but he was saying something sharp. She found herself drawn to the vibe of his remarks. The resonations called her like blood to a shark. But as she got closer, she felt something dark. Knew she made a mistake, but before she could depart, he reached up and grabbed her, sent the pulse off the chart. Said everything you do will now be in another art. Then vanished like Superman abandoning the planet. But this was similar to finding land in the Atlantic on the low. Cause she didn't really know. And what she gonna do? And everywhere she know. Everything she found. I got what you got and he's on the song. Way. I don't know better, but that's a slow way. I got what you got and she's on the song. Yeah, emotion. Broken open to let the ghost in and go Gagosian with extra low end. Now let's return to the scene. Surreal and sent to chillin', kinda burned at the seams. It seemed that real life had really turned to a dream. But what exactly has she learned from the ling that's from Earth? Or maybe from not. Maybe she just received a curse. Or maybe the plot. Maybe there's something like a birth. Or maybe adopt. Or maybe not a baby at all, as that falls into realms of being intimate. But this feels more significant than that even. And that evening, she really felt a difference in fact speaking. Had definite. I don't know better, but that's
got the mumble rap hook.
Everything's a verse, and everything's a line. A lyrical non-stop onslaught of rhymes. The hardcore roughneck bomb drop divine. Sound that is found when the tom tops combine with the bass and the snare and the kick. They fill you with a feeling that just make you wanna spit. Rap a couple bars, move your arms like this. Your hand is a gun and your arm is a clip. Let her rip, don't get hit by the split second. Smith & Wesson lips full of hollow tips. Please tell the best on your list that is death with a kiss. And they gotta swallow fire if they tryna follow this with a style similar to round around, looking for an arrest to resist. Ain't no rest for the wit, no recess for the gift. It's like I don't do it for the check or the chip. I protect and predict what the next going to flip. I address then I rip, get respect then I dip. I don't live in the past, I finesse and forget. But don't make me resurrect up in this.
I like the hook to that one. I get it. It's like the whole mumble rap hook, but it sounds good because Lupe can actually hold the note. And he sounds good when he sings. No, Lupe hasn't lost a step. You know, he's rapping his ass off. You know, I'm not catching everything he's saying. I'm just catching bits and pieces and trying to piece it together. You know, this is something you got to sit with and listen to multiple times. Let's get it. We got track number 3, Cake.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here. Takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you motherfuckers and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist, and this shit tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won a Simba, that mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberia. the slick as icicles drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability.
Oh my goodness. Amy Winehouse might be the best rapper alive. I keep forgetting that this is a album from her perspective of being a battle rapper, and every time I think about it, it just makes me laugh. Definitely 3 for 3 so far. It looks like Cake was a single as well. Talk about a bar fest. Talk about breath control. Talk about, like, you know, Lupe never being out of shape when it comes to, you know, just hip hop. Lupe really is one of the scarier rappers that you don't want to go up against. You know what I mean? There's a couple of those unicorns that you don't want to touch when it comes to just, you know, battle rapping. Stay away from Lupe. Track number 4, Palaces.
We've been talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on home.
Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, sword handle all in my hand. The war force is more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture, you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand,
Let's go.
all on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night attacking with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah. Yeah, Lord, please bless my palace of bones. My soul call my skeleton home, it's on the phone. Get a receiver back to Tyrone. We made a pact, nigga, I'm going back home. Yeah, pack my bag, stagger back to the zone. With a bag full of daggers I've thrown. I'm like my own masochist, slash my wrist with a poem. And when I'm gone, don't tamper with or sample my songs unless you strong. Bicep emojis in the group chat. 5 sets of burpees, don't disturb me if the booth black. I'm going through it, got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put they tag on it. My condolences to the fast moments. Hope the solar system assists my slower mission and put some lag on it. Window to my soul peering inside the crib where my spirit resides. Lyrics are
Oh my lord. We're halfway through the album, and I know it's only 8 tracks, but one thing I'll point out is Lupe's sequencing is really good. Really, really good. He knows how to, you know, sequence an album, how to start it off, how to, you know, bring it to the middle of the album, how to bring it down, how to bring the energy down. You know, I'm sure he'll bring it back up at some point. I love it. Really good song, though, Palaces. I think my favorite song right now, if I had to choose, since we're like halfway through, it's probably either Cake or Samurai, if I'm being honest. Samurai came in crazy. Those drums were super nice from soundtrack. But Cake, Lupe was just flowing like crazy. It was a bar fest, you know. I love that type of Lupe, you know, like mural Lupe. Yeah. All right, we got track number 5, number 1 Headband.
All that I want is a little bit of and they said that what I want, they said all that I want.
Soundtrack going crazy.
And I say that all that I want is just a little bit of bomb, 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 bomb.
Evaluating the waters of water for crystal clear. Lyrical smears, pisses the ears like Mike's pointed at monitors. Receive a fever like a thermometer. We burning, we're turning back like thermostats. Burning like Mississippi and furnaces and thermoses and gas. Right after brats, right after that, we be coolin'. Jump back in the poolin'. This the samurai, how you doing?
The pocket. Fire. This might be the one. Bring those drums back.
Turn letters to rhetoric, turning feathers to fetish, just dispersing treasure. Like turkeys in the getter, gather round you receptors. Come and look inside of these walls like metal detectors. If they could talk, they would probably say assault. Them it's just my thoughts, goes off, even if it's off, but never caught. Houseway. Yay, trial day, know exactly just what I'll say. When they ask whatever I'll say, no idea. Can you approach the bench with no IKEA to build your case? Feeling safe but still escape, or chill in place. Around a bunch of sinners who feeling great, or around a bunch of niggas who innovate. Take real estate, gentrify different sides like Geminis. Energized like the Starship Enterprise. I'ma be the one that you.
This is fire.
I'ma be the one. Yeah, numero uno, Yokozuna and Sumo. To try to run in my shoes, gotta throw your Pumas to Pluto. Karate and those Hirachis, only Sukas get that judo. How far your soul go, it's so far as soul, or a solo, it's no show. And anti and social, turn Gary to Gold Coast, some gold, post some soldier to toll roads, a toll bro. I'm number one, put the go in the go, hunter, go in the Voltron. I'm the number one headband wearer. Walking like I talk it, never falsing like Farrah. Headphones on the train, head banging to the snare. I put it in your range, let it wang like Vera. For everyone, stereo feel like steroids to carry. Heavy shit to pick up what you could barely lift. Now you Larry Wheels, done. To bring it back to the flesh, just flip it over, put it back in the deck. I'ma be the one.
Rap masterclass, man. Lupe, man. Like, there's little things, you know what I'm talking about? Just the way you pronounce things, the way you know, the breath control, you know what I'm saying? Lupe has it all, you know what I'm saying? I think that actually might be the one, you know, no pun intended. That might be my favorite one. We'll see. That's subject to change, but I really love that one. The drones are crazy. Shout out to soundtrack. He mentioned Ye on the track, which reminded me, isn't Lupe literally a samurai? Like, he knows how to like wield a sword and cut a motherfucker up. And didn't like Ye say on Drink Champs, like, don't mess with Lupe? Like, he is from Chicago. He may seem like a nerdy backpack kid, but he will, you know, like, he's not afraid to throw down. Like, he's probably a black belt in like several forms of, you know, martial arts, jujitsu, karate, you know, kickboxing. What's the kickboxing one called? You know, don't fuck with Lupe. All right, let's get it. We got track number 6, Bigfoot.
Covering from begun number to number fades, made comforting out of cumbersome. Lips lift water and bottle on up to them. Front row the only row. The show sold nothing, then second thoughts spell intimacy as a plus. Plus energy conducts if I truly put my all in. The responsibility feels just like a calling. The rest of the crowd must be stalling before they falling. Or maybe this all them and there's no more autumn. Try not to worry about the walk-ins and focus on the waltzing. If the king of New York actually enters, that'd be awesome. But it's better not to get lost inside in the song talking or outer song thoughts that I have. Or second guessing actions up on stage in case they laugh. These are the times that I wish I had a mask like I'm daft. Waiting on my break with no signatures on my cast. You don't know. Consigned creations step about one toe. You don't know. What does a break take? What does it take place often? Is space and time important to have a portion? Is it a safe space to make mates all at once or in installments? Is it a base rate to value their involvement? Is it evolving? Is there a standard to differentiate between the offerings? Or am I just church steps to an orphan and I take whatever they tossing? Or be more like Andre Dawson when they obfuscate the losses, gloss over the cautions, overlook the awful and emphasize the gains, and they underplay.
How he did that, I don't know.
But I never signed up to be a lawyer, I just came to spread the joy of when you sang. But that'd be the same thing that'd destroy you if you don't look over like a voyeur with extra OCD and paranoia. Every single piece in part, a piece for hearts to rest, or rest in peace to art. And normally these things that you would keep inside your head, but you realize you were singing this instead.
It's funny because I'm catching bits and pieces of everything, every bar, and you know, like I said, I'm trying to piece it together to fully understand everything that Lupe is talking about. But I feel like my excitement comes from, you know, me being able to listen to this multiple times and like, you know, catch something new and peel back another layer and peel back another layer. You know, I really keep forgetting that this is an Amy Winehouse battle rapper album. All right, we got track number 7, Outside. This BPM, this boom bap BPM, Lupe, like, it's too easy for him. You're gonna spaz on this.
Post-battle love, daps and hugs, raps can plug up holes in less than holistic souls. Dove off a nudge and throwed off from shoves. However, one got from above to below, or kicking and screaming and drug to the show. Will you entertain not? From robbing naughty
nice.
hand plots, jauntily hip-hopping, hunting, bloody slam drops with diction and calculation. Put up your share of the tontine, plus 1,000 allowance payments. I'll be patient, Cal be tasting like your money in my pocket. Mixed with chocolate, chips and chopped up chicken and delicious droplets of mild sauce. That's a wild cost to risk over an opinion. I'll give you a little privacy to mull over your decision. Wait for me outside, I'll be gold.
Oh, this beat is delicious.
Put 'em on hold, I'll be there in a minute. Sweater, my business bone is connected to my ethics, and a series of daisy chain preferences that I filter things through, just like a checklist. And a much wiser bride pie with spouses on the top, such as I now happily apply these metrics to the set list. On the surface separates, but in the back of my mind they go together like a necklace. It's like the whack of the rhyme, the more I'm drawn like a Tex Avery baby, to think maybe the genius in it is that it's not really good. Maybe it could be. Would he have only suggesting X and Y and Z and various other advice to him from me to animate the chains to the level of Mr. T and I get his gangster boo like Memphis, Tennessee. Wait for me outside, I'll be gold. Wait for me outside, put 'em on hold, I'll be there in a minute. So just wait for me outside, I'll come when I'm finished. That conversation just went longer than I expected, erecting all kinds of structures to flesh it. Sometimes we send mixed messages like dyslexic texts and get socially indebted via manners to carry on long after what's needed got completed. We're trying to leave, gets competed and repeated until your point is clear or you're joining spears. Sometimes it happens when you're rambling about how your raps is better than theirs. Wait.
All right, we got the last track, Till Eternity. Let's get it.
Yeah, live in the flesh. Beehive survived in a wreck. I carry knives like samurais on a quest that I drive in the chest like it's a ride in a treasure. He lost the game and cried in his checkers. Lost his name and now signs with an X. I just wanna commit crimes in Tibet, turn and say something divine and then climb in a jet. Contrived but correct, besides and direct. During those I tell lies to the left and meditate on the upsides of a yes. P.S. I destroyed everything you tried to protect. 8 o'clock means it's left behind like it died on the trek. Push these pies in the necks and try to swallow dry what you tried to reflect. All of that pride, thumb slide to refresh. Yes, 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 yes. What if we were dancers, yeah, and we didn't have any answers, no. Yes, yes, yes. But life gave us things. It don't really take much to do what needs to be done. We could be, you know what I'm saying, the songs need to be sung. You and me, Rivers need to be swum, all that. Yeah. Justice brushes go hard in the paint, so we too don't bend like arms and restraints. I wanna learn how to farm, but I can't and cannot. I'd rather move to another planet. I try and pin grace like Ken Shamrock, but it spits in my face like basically a mouth roll. Mouse hole in a household. One thing's thoroughly couched like a slouch goal. Yeah. From which they say he lazily blew horns like Lapis Lazuli on a cow skull. But when things got stunning, he hit the ground running like outsoles. Now how about those outros? And those apocalyptic visions, bowls of rice with chopsticks in them vertically sitting. Thomas over the door with the frying pan of war. Jerry very perturbed like you gotta be kidding me.
What if I knew the words for the songs of the birds, and we can understand when they tweet, yeah. We can hear what they see, yeah. You and me,
Yeah.
to eternity,
Who has the black classic mama? Dad was the black man Soyama. Karate stands, put hands on the Brahma. Do not cook. I remember the boiling pot from which might scrape the ground like Mike's shoes. Back it up. You might have to Harvard before the high school, just like I do. Yes, we will go far, smelling like sage smoke, even with those wild stallions way behind our stagecoach. It will behoove you to ask your Dr. Who's while salute to the game that you're used to. Yeah.
What if we were dancers, yeah, and we didn't have any answers, no. But life gave us things that we could see, yeah.
Wow. That was Lupe Fiasco's Samurai album. Lord have mercy. Talk about a master class in just rapping, a master class in putting together a rap project, you know, from start to finish, bars everywhere. You can't know. I don't care who you are. There's no way you caught everything on first listen. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lupe projects are layered, and they're, you know, you gotta listen multiple times. You know what I mean? And that's actually the fun part about Lupe albums. You know what I mean? I can't wait to actually run this back, you know, and listen to all the tracks and like try to like piece together this concept a little bit more. Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. You know, such a beautiful voice, beautiful soul. You know what I mean? I love the concept. A lot of people killed it, but like, come on. You must not listen to Lupe. Like, he made a song about, you know, the concept of like some like dinosaurs with Caitlin Ellis a couple years back. Like, this is Lupe Fiasco. So, you know, it is what it is. But if I had to pick a favorite track, it's hard because I love Samurai, the intro track. Cake was super fire, but One Headband had me in a chokehold. And Outside, I love the beat on there. So, you know, it's hard. I got to run it back and see what sticks with me the most. But, you know, shout out to Lupe Fiasco, you know, a legendary rapper, one of our legends in the game that, you know, you got to give him his flowers. He paved the way for a lot of, you know, other rappers, a lot of other lyricists, a lot of other artists, you know what I mean? So he deserves his flowers. And also shout out to Soundtrack, Kush Baby, and there's a couple other producers who were on this project. They really showed out on the production side of it. So I really enjoyed the album. Let me know what your favorite track was. Let me know if you enjoyed the album, and I will catch you on the next video.